The Cheating Death Podcast is a satirical but objective information-providing podcast, giving you information about anything and everything under the sun. We are not religious nor political. We are merely litigious and a bit analytical. Your discretion in this matter is advised. On today's episode of the Cheating Death Podcast, we provide a little bit further insight as to how to believe in yourself when things become dismal. Are you permanently or perpetually stuck in the shade? Well, perhaps one day you shall have it made. Maybe just a slight twist of the angle and or perspective in which you view from. We also provide you with an all-new joke of the episode, an all-new top 5 pub snack list, a new business spotlight, and an all-new Annihilation Announcement. So by now, dear listeners, you know what to do. Grab yourself an iced coffee, grab a blanket, and put your feet up, and let us tell you how you can cheat death. This is your news anchor, the Cleric, and this is your Annihilation Announcement. This just in, late-breaking news. The warm weather has arrived, and yet it appears as if there is still some shade in the sky. What are we discussing? What are we identifying? And what is this new weather phenomena? This phenomena, dear listeners, is actually something deep inside the mind known as internal conflict. We often weather the storms of this particular event without an umbrella, without any safety features, and without identifying what it is we need in order to move forward. We as a species have done so much in such a little time that we focus on the wrong things on a perpetual basis. We focus on finance, climbing ladders of no importance that only mean something to the individuals and or entities in whom we serve, instead of taking all the time that we possibly can to enjoy the life that we have somehow been gifted through the galactic lottery. There are no easy ways to identify what challenges you face directly and how to circumvent them without looking deep within oneself and identifying exactly how much strength, how much promise, how much capability dwells within that soul, within that vessel. How much of you is willing to fight? How much of you knows that deep down inside, regardless of what you choose to do, you are going to give it your all, and whether you succeed or fail is not necessarily predicated on whether or not you are a good person, whether you are intelligent, or whether you are indeed learning enough about said skill or said opportunity. It matters whether or not you are willing to do whatever you feasibly can to overcome the challenges that you face. There is no easy answer. Trust funds, mutual funds, hedge funds, any potential way in which you could be born into privilege, even then you face socioeconomic challenge or struggle, and you may find it difficult to believe in yourself. If you are born into the lower social paradigm, you understand just how life can be a very difficult curveball that may not necessarily change with the wind. No, you have to figure it out. You have to look towards the sun and find a way to believe in yourself. And dear listener, we here at the podcast believe in you too. This has been your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this has been your Annihilation Announcement. Willkommen, meine Freunde. Guten Morgen, guten Tag und eine gute Nacht ist deine Reisende und deine Ausländer, deine Allesfresser, deine Cleric Chaos. And we look towards an answer when it comes to the challenges we face and identify on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. We evolve as people from the times in which we are not capable of understanding more than the words on a screen, as brilliantly colors flash across the screen, and illuminated screens are essentially our guide to a better tomorrow. No, dear listener, for you see, believing in yourself is not a one-size-fits-all solution. You can have all the self-help books in the world written by other people, and they can tell you how it is good to live your life a particular way, but you are not essentially going to be able to identify or understand how that looks until you focus and until you believe that you are going to be able to accomplish the task that you are setting out to achieve. Believing in oneself looks different to each and every single observer, to each and every single recipient of this communication. It could be something as simple as waking up, looking in the mirror and smiling and saying, "You look great today." It could be meeting your next challenge head on by going for a run early in the morning and achieving a new personal record or a personal goal. These things matter, especially if you look at it from the perspective of accomplishing a big project or a big task and completing something that you have been setting out to do for long periods of time. Pass, fail, good, bad. You completed the task. You did the thing. That is what is most important when you identify and analyze and truly quantify the volume of effort that you put into anything, regardless of whether or not your struggles revolve around driving to work in a way that does not inconvenience you longer than what you would need to be inconvenienced, or if it means being at the proverbial bottom of your barrel and trying to climb all the way back up from the bottom in the lowest dregs of the proverbial parallels of our society. You have to believe in yourself before anyone or anything believes in you. There are so many different ways in which you are able to challenge yourself without inflicting any damage to your soul, your vessel, or your mind. There are unique challenges that you can provide to yourself on a daily basis that you can create simply through grabbing a notebook and a pen and writing down some of your deepest, innermost struggles, identifying exactly how it is that you have tried to approach them, and seeing what other methods may or may not be available. There is, of course, the option of undertaking therapeutic solutions or undergoing therapy sessions and working with a psychiatrist or a therapist to help yourself in developing this list and to developing this attitude, this mindset, this way that you are going to challenge yourself to accomplish the goals that you set out to achieve. You believing in yourself is not the mountain that society wants you to believe it is. It does not matter what walk of life you come from. It does not matter what socioeconomic position you are in, and nor does it matter how you as a human being choose to move forward, because your life is specific to you. Even your family, your friends, they can, may, and will help to a degree. But like every human being, at the end of the day, you are locked into your own cabinet, your own doors, and you have to see it for yourself. Otherwise, if we look at it from the angle that is left within our own brains, our own souls, all that is left is an echo chamber. But we must work hard, independently, and see exactly what challenges dwell within ourselves before we give up, before we see the final stop on the train. You owe it to yourself to believe in everything that you have accomplished so far and to what you will accomplish going forward. Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. At the top of today's episode, we promised you 5 more pub snack ideas. Given that the summer is here and patios are soon to be frequented, you do not want to be without an arsenal of snacks up your sleeve. Coming in at number 5, we of course have the mozzarella sticks. Coming in at number 4, we have deep fried pickles. Coming in at number 3, we of course have the legendary sliders and fries. Coming in at number 2, we have the chicken tenders and sweet potato fries. And of course, coming in at number 1, we have the nachos. What are your top 5 favorite pub snacks? Email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Today's joke has been brought to you by the Cleric of Chaos. They often say that when it comes to healthcare in North America, that it is fairly abysmal, and delays are often. Leads one to ask, I'm not sure what's worse, the waiting or the waiting room. Today's Business Spotlight is brought to you by Chaos Raum Deutschland Venture Capital. Of course, if you are looking for solutions to your media and business challenges, feel free to email us, of course, at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. First Business is based out of Ottawa, Ontario, and Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and is, of course, Oopsie's Chocolate, one of the premier focused chocolate providers in the entire country. Yes, you will find yourself a litany of decadent flavors that will not only provide you with a delicious snack that one chocolate bar could last you upwards of 3 to 5 days, but you will also find them packed with protein for the fitness enthusiasts and for those looking to acquire more protein throughout their day. Do so in a delicious way. Visit Oopsie's Chocolate on Instagram at oopsies_chocolate. Second, of course, we are looking once more at Carl's French Fries. Yes, of course, we are looking at once more the food truck directly outside of Nathan Phillips Square, where you can grab yourself on Wednesdays a $2.75 delicious hot dog and German sausage. A regular $4 combo with fries on Wednesday for just $2.75. Yes, you are in good business in this particular realm, in this area of town. If you are on Bay Street, if you are working at City Hall, why spend a lot of money at the cafe when you can grab yourself a delicious meal? They also have poutine, fried chicken, onion rings, and much, much more. You want to grab yourself a burger? Grab yourself a deluxe, delicious burger with some lovely French fries, and grab yourself a meal for your friends as well. Mention the summer FIFA deal and score 10% off of your meal as well. And coming in at last today, we of course have the outstanding, the exhilarating, the tremendous Fancy Burger on Bathurst and Bloor. Yes, you may have heard of this lovely business, dear listeners. However, are you aware that they provide you with an option to have as many patties on one burger as you want? Yes, it is the new Fancy Unlimited Burger option. Merely go into the store located at Bathurst and Bloor, ask them for the Unlimited Burger, and they will ask you how many patties of decadence you wish to have placed upon the bun of brilliance, and you, dear listener, will find yourself in a beef-laden barrio of bliss and find yourself in sheer happiness. If you would like to have your business featured on the Business Spotlight, email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. And in case you are not told enough, you are worthy of every single dream that you put into your mind. You are worthy of every single challenge that you overcome. And there is nothing that can stop you with the right attitude. Where that attitude dwells is only for you to find. There is nothing that can hold you back. You can and will succeed. And we believe in you. How we all evaluate and identify the notion of believing in yourself is subjective and interpretive to each and every single individual in whom you ask or identify the particular notion with. It could look differently to different people. It can be physical action. It can be a communication, whether it be a phone call, a text message, a DM on social media, or a support of their creation of a particular painting, or something that they're very proud of, like graduating from a program at a university, or finding themselves in a position to where they've just landed their dream job or a job that makes them happy. There are many, many ways that we as people can go about providing an opportunity to believe in ourselves. It doesn't always have to be some sort of grand, super special design that we look at. Absolutely not. It can always be something as small as getting up in the morning and being able to make yourself that breakfast you wanted to make for the past few days. It could be something as simple and sweet as providing yourself with hope and promise to achieve that task that you set out to do. There is really no set rubric, guideline, or criteria for you to evaluate and for you to identify these particular challenges that may become opportunities for you to believe in yourself. You have fought this long. You have worked this hard. Give yourself an opportunity to truly see what you're capable of. Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. The Cheat and Death Podcast has been brought to you by Nacht and Leben CRDVC, Cleric of Chaos, where you can find all podcasts on all platforms. If you'd like to support the program, you may do so with the links in the episodes and in the podcast description. We'd like to thank Hunter Collins for his support of the Buy Me a Coffee Fund. Additionally, we'd also like to thank Maria for her support to the Injury Support Fund, and Claude for his support to the Buy Me a Coffee Support Fund. If you'd like to support the program, any one of the links in the episodes or podcast description are available. And if you'd like to support any one of our friends, consultants, or producers, their links are also in the episodes and podcast description as well. If you or anyone you know is experiencing a psychiatric, domestic violence, or substance abuse emergency, please contact one of the toll-free numbers listed in the podcast and episodes description. If you or anyone you know is looking at adopting a playful puppy or cute kitten, please visit your local animal adoption rescue center. And remember, dear listener, summer is here. Take time to relax and enjoy yourself. There is no easy way to identify exactly what it is that we are going to do once the fall hits, but we have a few months of warm weather and sunshine. Grab yourself a drink, and remember, we're pulling for you. We're all in this together.